Hey guys, how's it going? This is Anime Love, and we're going to do another comment read, but this time we're going to do it for One Punch Man. Okay, so as you guys recall, I did a review for chapter 206 of One Punch Man where they revealed Blast Sun Blue. He is the leader of the Neo Heroes Association. And, there were some reveals there, some interesting stuff going on. So I felt the need or I felt the desire to review it. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. But now it's time to read your guys' comments for that review that I did. So let's go ahead and head down here. So it looks like we didn't get very many comments, and that's fine. I think my channel is more so versus, desired. I don't really think too many people are here for my One Punch Man reviews. I'm sure a lot of people go to some of the more well-established channels for that, and that's totally fine. But, whenever there's a good chapter, I will review it because, obviously, I like One Punch Man as well as Versus, okay? So, let's go ahead and get started with these comments here. So, we have, our first comment is from Obalitan 2010, okay? Not familiar with that name, but if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for leaving a comment. All right, so Obalitan says, Blast hype. To be honest with you, a major charm point of One Stories is that everyone is just some guy. No one is exempt. I bet even God is going to be just some guy. That's an interesting theory. Yeah, to be honest with you, bro, you might be hitting the nail on the head right there. Like I said in this review, towards the end of it, I'm like, Blast might not really be all that much without the battle suit, because it's revealed in the webcomic that a battle suit can take even a C class hero and essentially make them an A class hero. It gives you a significant power boost. Okay, so if Blast is wearing that battle suit, then I would assume that if he takes it off, he's not going to be as strong. I mean, I could be wrong, but like Obalitan says, he might just be just some guy without it. Really, same thing with Blue. Now I would assume that they're, because it just enhances your abilities. To my knowledge, the battle suits don't give you abilities. So if you're already a, very athletic person and you already have certain powers, it's probably just going to enhance those. So even without the battle suit, they're probably decently strong, but that battle suit just makes them very strong. Okay. Thank you, Abalitan, for that comment, man. I enjoyed that one. All right, so we're gonna go to the one below that. Shit, sorry. I try to highlight it so you guys know exactly what it is I'm looking at. All right, so this one, Poom. I remember Poom. How you doing, bro? I'm gonna see if I can pronounce the whole thing. Poom I Pat Lurkudam 3883. But just for my sake, I'm just going to call you Poom. All right. So Poom says One Punch Man is back on track. I mean, some may say so. I mean, it was definitely more interesting than some of the more recent chapters. I'll give you that, Poom. It was definitely more interesting than some of the recent chapters. But like I said in the video, my hype for One Punch Man in general has really died down. Those redraws and then them cutting out of the fight and going to the Neo Hero stuff, it just really killed my high, bro. I can't even explain it. And I think Versus does have something to do with it because Versus is just so crazy good that I really feel like it may be affecting my hype for One Punch Man in all fairness, but still, like, the redraws and the Neo Hero stuff, it just really killed my vibe for One Punch Man. And even with this chapter, it was more interesting, but it still ain't what One Punch Man used to be. Like, for the Boros arc and, the Monster Association arc and stuff like that, I don't quite feel like it's back on track yet, but who knows? Maybe it will be soon. And I hope it does, man, because I would love to be hyped for One Punch Man, and I would love to be hyped for Versus. You know, the more the merrier is the way I look at it. But they just got to get back on it, bro. They got to give us that. They got to give us that juice with fucking Blast. Like, bro, he's a fucking number one hero of the S class, bro. Have him do some crazy shit. Have him blow our fucking minds, bro. You know what I'm saying? We get that with Saitama from time to time, but they're very far in between, you know? His serious moves, you know? The serious table flip, the serious sideway jumps, the serious, serious punch or whatever. Like, we need more from Blast if we're going to get the things from Saitama very far in between. You know what I'm saying? Shit, from the other S-Class heroes too, Genos and fucking Flashy Flash, and, we gotta do more, bro. You gotta make us more hype, And again, it's weird because the same, the author for Versus is the same author for One Punch Man. So it's like, you killing it over here, but you not. You used to be killing it over here, but you not now. It's just, it's weird, bro. But let me finish your comment here. Yeah, I agree with you. My hype for Blast has died down. I don't get as excited seeing him as before. Facts, bro. Facts, man. It is what it is. Before his look was new, it was crazy. We were like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, and seeing the number one hero and he looks so strong and cool and stuff like that. But it's like, okay, we continue to see him. And don't get me wrong, I am appreciative on seeing Blast way more in the manga than what we see him in the webcomic. Really do appreciate that, And, sometimes him just being there is like, whoa, he looks cool. But when it comes to the fighting, I just haven't seen anything that's, impressive. I mean, honestly, bro, he was struggling against God Garu. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't technically get hit by God Garu, so he didn't take any damage. But there was a lot of times in that fight where he looked like he was all out of options. I'm like, what the? Blast, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that was weird. But yeah, man, they gotta do something. One has to do something. Again, I can't even blame this on Yusuke Murata because he's just the illustrator. One is the one who writes the story. Yusuke's like, you sure that's what you want me to draw? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So the story itself and what Blast is capable of, that's all on the author one, So I just hope he picks it up. But whatever you do, keep that Versus going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to say that about One Punch Man, bro, because that used to be my shit. But I need me some Versus. Just saying. All right. Thank you, Poom, for leaving a comment, bro. Appreciate you. Enjoyed it. All right. So now we're going down to Dark Garu Edit. All right. You must really be a One Punch Man. You're definitely a One Punch Man fan, for sure, when your name is One Punch Man related, for sure. All right, so Dark Garu says, yeah, me too. Blast is strong, but without any new impressive ability. I feel a little disappointed right now from Blast. I feel you, bro. See, this is what I'm saying, man. We all feel this way. You know what I'm saying? At least the fans that are being honest with themselves and honest with the world about what we're really getting, because I do feel like there's a lot of One Punch Man fans out there that are like, they're in denial, right? They love it so much that they don't want to speak badly about it because it's like they don't want to kill the hype of it. But it's like, if we're really being honest, like, really, what's been hype about it lately? What have we seen that's blown our minds lately? Nothing. It's been pretty mediocre, bro. It's been really, bro, them redraws, honestly, they were a slight improvement, but I don't think it was worth the fucking time, to be honest with you. I don't know, man. And, Empty Voice design is still, it still varies, and, it doesn't differ too much from the first design, so I don't know, man. But I feel you, Dark Garu. It's sad, man, because I know yourself everybody in the cut, we're all fans. You know what I'm saying? I love One Punch Man, bro. I really do. If Versus wasn't around, One Punch Man would still be my number one. You know what I'm saying? But now that Versus is around, it's definitely not number one anymore. But we all love One Punch Man. But if we're being honest with ourselves, it's not as good as it was not too long ago. You know, fucking 1 year ago or year and a half ago, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, but I agree with you totally, Dark Garu. I agree with you totally, bro. Thank you for leaving a comment. All right. Okay, so we're going below. This one is from Golden Dwarf 1. Okay. So Golden says, people really started to praise author and illustrator again when they saw a glimpse of Void versus Blast. In my opinion, you should just wait if they are really going to show the full-fledged fight or not. After all, blue balling exists. That's hilarious, bro. Comparing like them disappointing us to fucking blue balls. Hey, to an extent, you're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because you get excited for something, and then you get, it comes, and then you're like, oh, fucking blue balls like a motherfucker. For sure, dude. For sure. Yeah, man. I agree with you totally, Golden. Like, and I think, this kind of relates to what Poom said 2 comments above. He's saying it's back on track, but it's like, bro, you really got to just wait it out and just see, because it might not be. Like the next chapter 207, it might be on that bullshit, So it's like, you really got to wait and just see. It's like, unfortunately for One and Yusuke Murata for this One Punch Man manga now, it's like, bro, you guilty until proven innocent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to prove to me that I should stay invested in this. Otherwise, hey, I'm going over here to Versus. You know what I'm saying? For real. Oh, man. You guys are speaking some gospel in these comments, bro. I like it, for sure. Well, appreciate you, Golden, for leaving a comment. And then last comment down here. Gonna go to my man, Random Dude Everybody Knows, also known as Mike. So, Mike says, please, please, please take everything Mastar says with mouthfuls of salt. Laugh out loud, not to say you are sharing what he's sharing. I'm just saying. Mike is so silly. So I read this comment before, and I did reply to Mike, and I asked him, I'm like, well, can you elaborate on what you mean by the comment? Because, sometimes people leave a comment, and, you guys may know what you guys are talking about, but sometimes I just don't. It's like the chemistry, like sometimes my chemistry ain't linked up the way it should be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm like, okay, they didn't word it in an understandable way, but I get what they're saying. But sometimes I just need you guys to explain it to me. Now, unfortunately, Mike did not explain what he meant by this comment. So I gotta say, I don't exactly know what Mike is saying, especially because he's kind of contradicting himself here. He's saying, essentially, for me not to take what Mastar Media is saying as like the truth and then saying it as well on my platform. But then he's saying not to say that you're sharing what he's sharing. So it's kind of, you're saying you're doing this, but then you go back and you say, but I'm not saying that you're doing that. And it's, so it's like, I don't really understand the comment. If you want to, feel free to, again, elaborate on it and let me know what it is you're saying. But, I mean, all I can really say from what I understand with this comment, Mike, is that, when I make my videos, my ideas and how I feel about these chapters are, solely mine, Now, don't get me wrong, as a consumer of a manga, we're all reading the same material, right? So it's going to be common for some people to arrive at the same conclusion on some of the images or, maybe some of the writing. So, from time to time, when you go from one person's video to another, you might notice that they agree on something, or that they might say something similar about a particular image or about something that's being said. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're copying each other, you know. However, if you go to one person's video and they say something about an image or about context, and then you go to another person's video and they say the very same sentence verbatim, word for word, now that's a little like, okay, bro, you might be copying. But you know, I feel like I'm cut from a different cloth than Mastar, Shonen, Anime Anxiety, and stuff like that. So I feel like for the most part, a lot of people would be able to understand that I may have a common, you know, a common shared thought as some other YouTubers, but I'm going to convey it in my own way, and I've arrived to that conclusion on my own, not because I've watched someone else's. Okay, so I hope that helps. But by no means am I taking what somebody else is saying and then saying it, you know, on my own platform, because that's not my words, that's somebody else's words. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to express how I feel about the chapter. And if you also pay attention too, guys, I mean, because I watch other YouTubers, you know, material, especially on chapter 206 of this One Punch Man. You know, Anime Anxiety, Mastar Media, all of them, they're doing what a lot of them do that are in denial. You know, they're pumping it up again. Oh man, this chapter was so hype. It was so blah blah blah. To me, it was you know, like, I'm sure you guys can feel that in my review of it, in my video. Like, it was cool. Like, we saw some interesting stuff. You know, it was cool to see Blue, but it was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and that's the thing. I understand that if I'm not hyping the chapter up, I'm probably not going to get a whole bunch of One Punch Man fans super eager to subscribe to my channel. But I'm okay with that. I'll be the bad guy. You know, if I'm the only YouTuber that's saying this fucking chapter sucks ass, whether it's, you know, this one or another chapter, I'm going to say that because that's how I really feel. If I'm the only YouTuber that's saying, you know what, Blast is kind of boring now, hey, I'll be that guy. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm just at a point where I don't care, you know, whether my opinion is popular or not, and I get a whole bunch of views and subscribers. I do this because this is my platform where I get to express myself and how I feel. You know, so why not just be real? You know what I'm saying? Real with myself, you know. So I hope that helps, Mike, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, first of all, of my chapter 206 review. And then, like always, I hope that you guys enjoyed this comment read. I hope you guys feel appreciated because I appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to leave a comment. And other than that, man, hopefully the next One Punch Man chapter 207, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it blows us away. And like Poom said, hopefully we can get back on track with the One Punch Man manga. But if it ain't, then if it's worth me making a video, I'll make one, and then we'll do this all over again. Okay. But other than that, leave a like if you guys like this. If you want to see more like it, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.